We're back at the 2018 Tennessee Knockout. Race number 2, after a brutal race number 1 in the morning, which reminds me, Spencer brought this to my attention. 132 riders out of 221 starters actually finished the course in the morning. Now, 87 actually did it in the 2-hour time limit to move on. I'm unfortunately one of them, so I got to go back out there. And that's what this is. Race number 2, we are off. Row number 22. Pretty far back based on my finish in that first race. Luckily, I got my brake pedal replaced. We were able to find one, replace it between races, and we're back out there ready to go. And this course is a little different. 14 miles, a little shorter, 2-hour time limit. But we got some added-in sections such as this. Wicked, slippery rocks. And the hardest part about all this is only the top 30 finishers from this race advance on to tomorrow, the Sunday events with the pros. So you gotta book it. The slipperiest rock section award goes to this right here in this dried up, it's still wet and slippery river stream bottom. It was stupid slippery. That now we got to go up through here. It's not letting up. But one thing about this section I noticed, and it's helpful to look towards the edges. If you go right up the middle, you're still on rock, but if you take the line over here on the left, you got a little bit of dirt. If you don't stall the bike. But right here, so you're able to get some traction. So we get through those stream beds. Now, we go on to what we did in race number 1, the morning race, up and down these hills. Well, what the heck? That's Andy right there. What the heck's going on? Well, it turns out he lost his oil cap of all things. What a bummer. That stinks. So I am going faster. My goal is to not get stuck or hung up. Just keep that momentum going. Now, I don't want to bore you. I don't want to bore you with this. We saw this from race number 1. It's the hills and these wide open trails. We do come down eventually to this stream, dried up stream. And it's not going that bad. I'm pretty happy. I passed a few riders. It's going smooth, except I screw it up. Just call up the goon police and arrest me right now. I am so mad and upset over that stupid thing. Well, look at me gooning around. That shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening. All right, regroup. We got to go up through some rocks. Nothing I haven't done before. I do find a pretty tasty line through here. Contemplation of launching it up over that rock, and then I look to my left and I'm like, why don't I just go there? Keep it simple, stupid. Okay, we get to this hill. There's riders everywhere. But I remember the line I did in race number 1. I liked it. It was up this little ditch, and I could get traction with the sidewalls in this ditch. Although I have to pull out of it. Because if you see right there, there's those rocks, and that I didn't want to get stuck on that. So I pull out, and then I'm going to route around and just get up past those rocks. I would have had that if I was taller. Short rider problems. Okay, so now we're good. I gotta get in here, and I'm having a hard time. I should have gone faster. The front end's stuck. This turns into a lifting, pushing, screaming, crying, tantrum. Okay, not that bad yet. Whoa, almost. You don't want to loop it out. All right. So I don't know if that was the best way, but it worked, and we're up it. As I move on, there's riders on this hill everywhere. All right, right to the middle. Go, baby, go. Oh, this guy, that was an intentional block. Okay, no. It's now a big cluster of fun. I'm trying to go around that guy. I blocked this guy. Now I'm all, Right now, we're like a big ball of traffic just going through. So it's hard because you gotta, you want to make sure you don't get stuck behind jam up, but you also don't want to wait around and lose your speed, and then it turns into this. But I was definitely struggling. From the first race, if you saw that, I really struggled with getting traction, and so after some investigation, I did some riding at my house, and I was experiencing the same trouble. It just, something was not right. So I took a look at my bike, and the first thing I always look at is my rider sag. It was off by 20 millimeters. My spring was hardly preloaded at all. It was almost floating. I don't know what happened, but it doesn't help. It's not an excuse, but it doesn't help. Are we having fun yet or what? Oh, man. Begins. It's a disaster. I'm stuck. I'm exhausted. Frustrated. Like I said, these extreme enduros, these hard enduros, they test you on all levels in all aspects. Mentally, physically, emotionally, sexually. They test you everywhere. I am fully 100% convinced that I need to gear down. Like, a lot. I need to have this thing in first gear and be able to crawl. I think that's step number 1 for an extreme enduro setup, which is another thing. You need a separate setup. You need a separate setup for this type of race. A hair scramble setup bike isn't going to be adequate for this type of race. I'm beginning to believe that the more I do these, which it makes sense. Down we go to our doom. The uphill swamp. Okay, where's the good line? Where is the good line? I don't see anything. What the heck was that? Oh, this isn't good.
Yeah, that's not good. I don't know if we're going to get that back on.
Chain is off.
If we pick up the bike, turn it this way.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, you getting it?
It's wadded in there, but we do a little manipulation.
There it is.
There we go. Okay. All right. So now it's just a matter of putting the chain on. That's going to be a little more manipulation.
Here, let me get it in a neutral.
Yeah, put it in neutral. Or hold the clutch in at least.
I think we're in neutral now, yeah.
Alright, you're good to go.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, guys.
There you go, man.
I really appreciate the help. I don't think I would have been able to do that myself. I'm like not even thinking clearly. I can hardly do anything at this point.
Whoa!
Hey, you want something to drink?
Sure, thanks.
Of course.
Jarrett offers me something to drink. Thank you, Jarrett. Okay, that's what I gotta do.
Whew.
I was so happy just to get through that. In my happy state, I start choking on water. And just throw it over the edge.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
What do you want to do? Run in first?
I think so. That's yeah. Oh, you all right? That should be all I need. I just gotta tip it up. Thanks, man.
I owe a lot of beers for a lot of people that have helped me out. Thank you, everybody. And actually, what's interesting is riders are allowed to assist other riders, but outside assistance is not allowed. So spectators, for example, can't pull your bike up the hill for you. Now, there are exceptions. If someone's hurt, there can be assistance, and if it's a major bottleneck, or if it's a course worker that helps you, that's okay. But like this guy, I think up here is a course worker. He helps me a little bit. But my question is, those guys that helped me put the chain on, is that considered outside assistance? They're helping me fix the bike, but they're not helping me push it up the hill. So
Oh my God.
that's a question area.
I gotta take a breather. Oh, that's me. Oh my God.
What's wrong, man?
I'm having a rough time.
I want to just apologize to anybody out there. My mental capacity was none. I was not really able to have a conversation. I was struggling. I'm sorry. Having a hard time out there. So it was taking me everything. And I don't know why. It just was a rough time. I'm in the moving a couple feet per hour mode right now.
I know.
But I am pushing and I am pushing. I am determined. I don't care if I don't qualify for Sunday. I just want to finish. Last year, I didn't finish. This year, I at least want to finish. At one point out here, though, I was at a dangerously close point.
Awesome! Woohoo!
Of heat exhaustion. There was a point where I was like cold feeling, and I felt like I wanted to go to sleep. That's what it felt like. It wasn't good.
I need more of the water.
Stay very high, okay?
Left? You mean left? I'm good. I got it in my Camelback. Oh, thanks, big dog.
We are almost there, though. I am excited to finish.
I am cramping so bad. It's not even funny.
The worst part was my whole body was cramping. My arms, legs, hands, butt, eyebrows, nose, everything was cramping. But I didn't qualify.
I made it, but I don't think I didn't qualify.
I didn't either. I made it 16 out of 17 miles.
Really?
Out of coolant. But
Dang.
I was not making an excuse. I was done.
Yeah, I know it. Even if I made it, I don't think I could have done tomorrow.
I was happy though. I finished. I did better than last year, but it didn't feel that good. It wasn't. I got a lot of work to do. But I do want to shout out Adam with a 9th place finish out of all of everybody there. I just realized I have helmet cam footage of that. And he's at a 150. It's really fun to watch. So I'm going to upload that in its raw form. I'll put a link in the description. And Mike Cook with a 29th place. They both move on to Sunday. We'll have a little more coming from that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I guess I have to wait till next year. I got a lot of work to do. But we're going to do much better next year.